Alright, chatters. Alright, gamers. We're speedrunning this game today. You can literally tell by my clock. I think it's been 40, maybe 45 minutes since I beat Zinzalin. We're doing the Benga fight. I've been prepping Benga kind of for the past couple days. It's a single battle, so I've just been kind of like looking at these Pokemon like, okay, what of my Pokemon can kill Metagross, what of my Pokemon can kill Emboar, what can kill Gyarados, what can kill Conk, what can kill Volcarona, that kind of stuff. And I had like planned most of the fight. The only thing that was really giving me difficulty still was Garchomp, so I just kind of prepped Garchomp, threw some other things together, put some items. I went back, I grabbed a TM that I missed all the way back from Castelia City, and we're here. We're here, and we're locked in. I don't have a whole lot to say. This is a single battle. With kind of a cool... Benga is like Alder's grandson, I think. And we've got a pretty interesting team. We've got a couple interesting strategies. I say a couple, maybe just one. And then this route, I haven't got my encounter on this route yet. It's pretty bad. Like, this route's just, like, not very good. The only two fights left on the split are Drayden and Winona, and, like, you can see none of these Pokemon are really helping. Audino might, and Emolga actually might too, so I'm very... I'm saving it probably for the Shaking Grass, but since I don't need it now, I was like, I don't really care. But this was the only encounter that opened up between Zinzalin and this fight, so I was like, you know what, we're just going to do Benga, and I'll delay this encounter. But this fight's pretty interesting. It's probably one of the harder single battles in the game. It's like, I heard, I think, Drew call it, like, this is just OU. This is OU. We're playing OU right now. And we are definitely playing OU because I'm using Ferrothorn. But it's time to lock in. So this thing is Iron Fist, Fire Punch with Focus Sash and Rocks. So there's kind of some things going on here. A lot of people use Defog or Rapid Spin here, but I've kind of devised a pretty interesting strategy. Obviously, I'm leading with Ferrothorn. My Ferrothorn at level 63 is always dead to Fire Punch, boosted by Iron Fist. So we're going to switch on that Fire Punch to Darmanitan. We can't be burned by Fire Punch. Crit would be annoying, but no crit. Nice. Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet is big because Rocky Helmet breaks that juicy sash. Rocky Helmet breaks that beautiful, beautiful sash, and we just outspeed and kill with Flare Blitz, meaning this thing doesn't set up rocks, and I don't have to have a Rapid Spin or a Defogger, because Swanna is my only one in my box, and I didn't really feel like bringing Swanna here. Garchomp is going to switch in. I think Garchomp can click any move. I'm going to make sure. I'm not 100% sure. Like, this is random move, but not Swords Dance. Darmanitan, 63. Dragon Claw min roll is 144. So yes, this thing can click any move. Optimal is, well, Optimal is Stone Edge Miss. Actually, no. Optimal is just Earthquake. Second Optimal is Stone Edge Miss. Third optional is Stone Edge. And then Dragon Claw. And then Stone Edge Crit. And then Dragon Claw Crit. We're going to go to Nebraska. This is a team here, by the way. First time using Love Disc. Oh, dude. I'm so hyped. Single battles give me so much energy because they're so, like, predictable. But that Rocky Helmet strategy, breaking the Focus Sash, was, like, the most fun strat in this fight. Okay. This is the worst possible move. Don't crit me, please. Cool. The rolls, yeah. This thing resists every single move. This thing has... I can never find my bronze on. Obviously, Levitate's immune to Earthquake. Stone Edge is 21% Dragon Claw. So, because of that, this thing's probably going to click Dragon Dance, right? This thing's probably clicking Dragon Dance. So, we're just going to click Psychic. Sorry, Swords Dance. That's what I meant. Swords Dance. We click Psychic. Pretty cool. Chill damage. Now, this thing still doesn't see any kills. Dragon Claw crit would kill me here. Dragon Claw high roll crit would kill me. So it might click Dragon Claw, but it's always Dragon Claw or Swords Dance. Dragon Claw's highest move, so it's always clicking it over Earthquake or Stone Edge, or it's clicking Swords Dance to try and kill me. Either way, we should be able to switch into Love Disc and take 0 damage this turn. There's the Dragon Claw, 0 damage. Life Orb Love Disc with Moonblast, outspeeds, and kills. Love Disc is buffed to have, I think, 90 or 95 special attack in this game. Also has 115 base speed and is a fairy type. It's pretty solid. I needed Twisted Spoon Psychic plus Life Orb Moonblast to pick up that KO. So, Love Disc still not great, but fairly solid. Alright, Gyarados comes in here. Love Disc is always dead to Power Whip, not dead to anything else. So we should see Power Whip, which gives us a juicy switch into what is one of my favorite Pokemon in this run. Come on, Pennsylvania. I don't know if Power Whip procs Iron Barbs. I really hope it does. I really hope it does. There's Power Whip, proc Iron Barbs, proc Iron Barbs, Iron Barbs, Iron Barbs, Iron Barbs. Let's go! So I'm pretty sure because we get the Iron Barbs, that means that 2 Thunderbolts kill. He just waterfalls. Okay. This thing is... It has Dragon Dance, which is kind of what I wanted it to click. It also has a Wakan Berry. Or a Walken Berry or whatever. So this will do like 20%. By the way, the fact that Ferrothorn gets Thunderbolt's kind of crazy. But another Thunderbolt will kill. I'm going to hope he doesn't waterfall here. Mostly because this thing's going to bait an Emboar and I only want to be dead to V-Create. I only want to be dead to V-Create on beautiful Ferrothorn. But we have a Citrus Berry just in case he crits me. So we're going to T-Bolt. D-Dance for me? He still waterfalls. I think AI is interesting in the way that, like, once it attacks, it's committed to attacking. Like, D-Dance, it should have clicked D-Dance sooner. Though maybe it saw that, like, even at +4, it wasn't doing much damage to me, so it just didn't do it. Because +4 waterfall, I think, was like 52%. Like, after 4 D-Dances, it would have done 52%. Alright, V-Create always kills me, Earthquake never does, Sucker Punch never does, Wild Charge never does, this is always V-Create. V-Create drops defense, special defense, and speed, which is beautiful for Samurott, which has Shell Armor, which means it can't get crit. This is going to be V-Create, it's going to drop all its stats. The fact that they gave this thing V-Create is insane, by the way. And that's so much damage. So much damage, considering it's a resisted move. But my Samurott, who actually, I didn't know this the whole run, but I figured out, has higher special attack. My Samurott has higher special attack than physical attack, and Surf has higher base power than Waterfall, which is just really good, and it works out really well. At -1 speed, I outspeed this thing, and at -1 special defense, I kill it. So goodbye. Even though this thing has Sucker Punch, through Pasha Berry it kills. Even though this thing has Sucker Punch, because of Shell Armor, we were never dead. We could never be V-Create crit, which means we were never dead to Sucker Punch. Volcarona's going to come in here. Hopefully we see that Giga Drain kills. 144, Giga Drain does kill, that's nice. This is probably the scariest part of the fight. We need to get a little lucky here. Gotta get a little lucky here, I think. There's Giga Drain. Oh my, that's a crit. Okay. I'm gonna say that's bad. Beautiful. Okay, it didn't see Flash Fire. I didn't know that that was a thing AI could do. But that's really good for me. That is, oh my god, that's so good for me. That did so much damage, dude. But Chandelure just walls this thing. I'm just showing you guys the calcs because this is really fun. I have so many walls in this fight. Bronzong walls Garchomp, Ferrothorn walls Gyarados, this thing walls Volcarona. Like, these are the Volcarona rows. Giga Drain crit was scary there because if he kept clicking Giga Drain, he would have started to heal, though. Mystical Fire dropping special attack is really good. I also had Clear Smog in case he started Quiver Dancing. But I thought AI would see Flash Fire. That's really interesting. The fact that AI didn't see Flash Fire. There's Bug Buzz. This is quad resisted. Quad resisted, my friend. So you're correct. This is going to pick up the KO. And then we bait in gorgeous, gorgeous Conkeldurr for a nice double KO because we have Expert Belt Psychic. An Expert Belt Psychic, my friends. Sorry, I don't have Psychic in here. Sorry. It's just gonna do it. Your only priority is Mach Punch, which doesn't affect me. Knockoff would kill me here, but we kill you first. GG. No crits rest. Pretty easy fight. Pretty cool. I was really excited for that fight. I miss how, like, simple and straightforward single battles are, and how, like there was a couple things we could have risked there. If Gyarados had, like, double Waterfall crit me, we had Citrus Berry so that we hopefully would have not been dead to Earthquake, but if Gyarados, like, kept Waterfall critting me, we might have eventually been dead to Earthquake, and that would have put me in a really bad position for Emboar. If Volcarona had kept Giga Draining to the point, like I might have had to risk a crit on Chandelure. Because even with the Mystical Fire attack drops, you saw how much a crit Giga Drain did, right? That's a lot of damage. So, like, after one more Giga Drain, I would have always been dead to crit Giga Drain. And Mystical Fire is only, like, a roll to 2-ko, because it only 2-ko'd because we got the Flash Fire. So, like, there was some tough things that could go there, right? But I would basically either have to get double crit on Ferrothorn or double crit on Shandy. And the chance of double crit is a 1 in 16 times 1 in 16, well, it's like 1 in... It's low. It's low. It's really low. 252 maybe? 1 in 252? Something like that. So yeah, that was Benga. Pretty chill fight. We haven't used some of these Pokemon in a while, and it was cool to see them back. And Chandelure and Ferrothorn continue to be the GOATs, walling some of these Pokemon. Bronzong comes back because we have a single battle. Bronzong is, like, I think only good in single battles, but who knows? Maybe it'll be good into Winona and Drayden. But that'll be yet to see. And yeah, that is our last fight before Opelucid City, in which we have Winona, who starts with Permanent Rain, and as this team, and then Drayden, who... Don't even talk to me. But yeah, we've got some cool fights, but we're going to go back to hard fights. We've had, I think, pretty chill fights this split, aside from Bianca. That Bianca fight was tough, but the rest of the fights have been pretty chill, and Winona's definitely going to pick it up again. Winona's going to be hard, but we've got a lot of encounters, I can still get my encounter on this route. We have Village Bridge, which you can get a guaranteed Lapras on. We got Route 11 here, which I think I'm going to roll for the Gligar. I know that's definitely not the optimal play, but I want this thing so bad. I don't even think it's good. I just want Gliscor, dude. And then we have Route 9 here. And then if we beat Winona, we get Rotom. So we've got 4 more encounters, including the route I'm on right now. 5 if you also include Rotom after Winona. And yeah, that was Benga. Benga's pretty free. Most interesting part of that strategy was probably the Rocky Helmet thing. Though honestly, like, to be fair, I did plan the pivots really well, right? I needed Volcarona and Conkeldurr to be the last 2 Pokemon. And I was able to basically guarantee that through this very specific line. But this was like a pretty standard single battle. And that's how I play. So you guys, for Winona, probably, I might do another box showcase. Probably not, though, since I just did one. Literally just did one, so I'll see you guys for Winona. I did get Water Absorb Jellicent, by the way. I did get Water Absorb Jellicent. I didn't mention that in the Zinzolin video, but that was a 50% chance, and we got it, which is really good. So Water Absorb Jellicent, 4 to 5 more encounters, and I'll see you guys for Winona. Shout out Pennsylvania, New York, DC, Nebraska, Delaware, and Missouri. Great states. DC should be one, you know. Revoke New Jersey. That's enough.